Hi and welcome to the Graphics Fairy YouTube channel and another Tag Team Friday. I'm Kate from Pixie K Designs and today I am going to be showing you how to make this sort of layered blue tone tag using the Polar Hues kit from the Graphics Fairy premium site. What I've used for this tag is the ballerina and the butterfly, and I have sized them down smaller in Photoshop, so I worked out how tall I wanted it. I had to play around a little bit because it's not my strong suit, but yeah, I just worked out how I wanted it to, what size I wanted it to be. And then I printed out this little doily, and I printed, I think maybe it looks like I've printed quite a few to a page, maybe 9 or something. So I've got that, and that's what goes at the top of the tag. I've printed the French sort of advertisement in this sort of green, and that's come out quite a different colour in actual fact on this paper, which is presentation paper. So it's much bluer. I don't know if you can see the difference. It's much bluer on plain copy paper. The one thing that's not from the Polar Hues kit is this receipt, and when I was making this tag, I used this scrap that was left over from Blue Jay's Winter, which is the kit I used for the last tag I made. So anyway, for the purposes of making the tag on video, I've printed it out again, and I'll use it. Yep, that's that. And the base of the tag is this beautiful sort of old, I guess, book cover, which is this one here, and that's just printed out. I haven't resized that or anything. So let's get started. Oh, the other things you might want, I've got a doily, just a little doily under here. I've got 3 different, these ones are tea stained, but I really actually wanted it white, but tea stain would work as well. And I've got 3 different sizes, so I'll see which one works the best, because I realized I didn't have another one exactly the same. And glue, some ribbon or something for the top, obviously some scissors to do your fussy cutting, and a hole reinforcer and some glue. So the first thing I want to do is fold this so that it measures. It's about 3 1/4, so I'll cut this down. So you could use scissors, or you could actually tear it. So that's the height, is pretty much that, and then I'm just going to fold it over so it weighs. So it measures 3 1/4 inches across, 1 1/4, right, and then just fold it, and that will give us our nice sturdy base. Or you could just cut it and stick it onto a different base. This is printed on matte presentation paper, so that makes it a bit stronger, and when it's folded in half, it's kind of like a, not a super heavy cardstock, but a cardstock. So that's our tag base. I'm just going to use some glue stick to glue this together, and then I think I'll go around the edges with my glitter glue. This tag would also look really nice if it was sewn around the edges. That would be really nice, even some hand stitching. Okay, so put some glue squidging out there. That's well stuck. And if you don't like that rough edge, you can just trim it up with your scissors. just to get that torn edge sort of smoothed out. I don't mind the torn edge. And also a little bit of ink around the edge to get rid of those really white, stark white edges. So as you can see now, we can it can be written on the back if someone would want to do that. The next thing I'm going to do is grab my 2 pieces that I printed out, and I'm going to fussy cut them out. I have my ballerina cut out, and I cut the star off her head because that's way too hard to cut out. And also you can see I have gone up in here where her little sort of hair piece is, and on this one I haven't. So again, it's not the hardest fussy cut in the world, so don't be put off by that. It's not too hard. I am going to go around my edges with the ink, just hopefully just the tiniest bit. So I don't want a lot of ink, I just want to try and disguise that white edge where my fussy cutting isn't necessarily perfect. So I'm just using a light ink. So again, that's optional, a little bit of ink. I then need to cut out one of these advertising strips. This bluey green colour is one of my favourite, all-time favourite colours. I love working with blues and greens. Okay, so now it's just a matter of positioning these things where we want them. We've got the doily that's going to be sort of on the bottom. Just wondering which one is going to be best. I think I want to go with the smallest one. So yeah, it's just a matter of arranging these things how you want them. I'll just fold that back for now. And we've got our butterfly wings and our ballerina. So we want to position those so the back of the butterfly's head is behind her neck. And they do poke out beyond. So under here we have the invoice piece. And I've used the bit with the stamp. So I'm just going to tear that down. And then along the bottom, and the bottom's not completely straight, so again you can make that very straight with scissors or a trimmer, or you can just tear it so it's got a bit of texture. You can make it sort of jagged like this one. Up to you how you sort of finish those edges off. And I'm actually going to tear this a little bit, because I don't want that completely perfect either. And then I'm just going to tear this bottom piece off. So those are my 2 bits, but then also we need the doily. And this doily is actually a bit bigger, so again, however big your doily is will determine how much is covered by it. Right, so I'm going to do a little bit of ink around the edge of this invoice and then glue that down next. And I'm just gluing this with some glue stick off to the side on a piece of scrap paper. Okay, and that's going to go towards the bottom there and along this edge. use your bone folder to smooth that down. Then I think it's the doily that goes on next. Again, just popping things on to have a look at how I think I'd like it to go. Yep, and again I'm going to just pop some ink on here because I like that look, but again it's not everybody's cup of tea. And also I'm going to scrunch this up a little bit, this one, just to make it look a bit older, and then I'm going to glue that down. I've actually done that in the wrong order, but that's okay because I will just go like that. I'm going to glue this on top of here. And then I'm going to get my art glitter glue, which has exploded everywhere, and glue my doily down. And then you could fold that over the back, so you've got this, and I might actually do that on this one. Always changing things. Okay, so we've got our little wings and we need to attach them to our ballerina. So I'm just going to put some glue down the center of the butterfly and get my ballerina and sort of position those how I want them. I think I want them a bit higher than the other ones I did. Okay, so that's just, I'm going to hide both those tail bits behind so they look kind of even, I think. So yeah, just play around with those so they're how you want them. Right, and then she pops on next. And it just depends on how high up you want her. So next thing I'm going to do is just tear one of these, a bit more ink. And yeah, we'll just have to cover over that, I think. So I'm going to maybe fold it in half this way and slide it over the top. And I'm going to go there. I am going to go up a little bit. That's where I like it. So it's going to be more on the back than on the front, perhaps. And I'm going to stand her sort of on, she's going to stand on the S there. Yeah. Okay, so that's where she's going. I'm going to just add some art glitter glue, and not to the end of the wings because they poke over the sides. The other thing you could do, and I think I might have done it on the other one and not on this printout, is double side print the butterfly so that you have, oh see, I have gone right to the end there, too busy talking, so that you have a, you can see butterfly wings from the other side. So she's going on the S here, placing her down, and then I'm going to pop some glue on her arm and make sure that's glued down properly. I don't want that coming up. And then, yeah, you can see the wings on the other side, but I don't mind that. Okay, now we need to attach our little doily print. Just pop it on. Just going to tear off this corner because I kind of want it to look a little bit unicorn, and then just work out where the sort of center is and fold it over the back like that. And then add some art glitter glue here. I'm happy with how it looks there, and then I might just push some of this up so it's a bit sort of wrinkly. And then let's see how it looks on the other side. Yep, I'm going to glue that onto the other side. And you can decide whether you want this doily to come over or not. I'm going to make mine fold over. There we go, and then the hole in the center, mark it, and then do my punch. And you could put a metal eyelet in here, or a hole reinforcer like I'm going to do. These are just sticky ones that I've rubbed some of the vintage photo ink onto, so they give them that dark appearance. Or you can make your own hole reinforcers with, you know, the little hole punch and a bigger circle punch, but I never seem to be able to get mine in the center. And then some ribbon to pop on top. If you do your bow upside down, then hopefully it will sit the right way up. Yeah. So yeah, do your bow upside down, you get a bow that's the right way up. And there we go. There's our blue ballerina butterfly tag. I hope you like that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.